Hello, friends. Today I want to speak to you about a truth that's often hidden behind motivational posters and feel-good slogans. A truth that doesn't glitter, but burns. A truth that doesn't comfort, but confronts. And that truth is this: success is painful. We live in a world that celebrates achievement but rarely talks about the agony behind it. We admire the mountaintop, but ignore the climb. We applaud the medal, but forget the bruises. But if you truly want to succeed, not just dream about it, not just talk about it, but actually live it, you must be willing to walk through pain, not once, not occasionally, but consistently. At the beginning of any journey, motivation is high. You feel unstoppable, you're excited, you make plans, you set goals, you tell yourself, "This time I'll do it." And for a while you do. You wake up early, you work hard, you feel proud. But then, something happens. The excitement fades. The results don't come fast enough, the grind begins to feel heavy, and suddenly your feelings whisper, "Let's take a break. Let's skip today. Let's quit." And that's where most people stop. They don't fail because they lack talent. They don't fail because they lack opportunity. They fail because they listen to their feelings more than their vision. They act when they feel like it, and stop when they don't. But here's the truth. Feelings are fleeting. Discipline is enduring. If you only act when you feel motivated, you'll start 100 things and finish none. You'll be a master of beginnings and a stranger to completion. But if you learn to act even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it, you'll build something extraordinary, something that lasts, something that matters. Success doesn't come from bursts of energy. It comes from consistent effort. It's not about doing a lot once. It's about doing a little every day, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when no one's watching. Think of the athlete training before dawn, the writer rewriting the same paragraph for the 10th time, the entrepreneur facing rejection after rejection. They're not driven by comfort. They're driven by commitment. They've made peace with pain. They've accepted that discomfort is part of the deal. And you must too, because pain is not the enemy. It's the process. It's the price you pay for growth. It's the fire that forges your strength. Every time you push through pain, you build resilience. Every time you choose discipline over desire, you build character. Every time you keep going when it's tough, you move one step closer to success. Let me be clear. This isn't about ignoring your emotions. It's about not being ruled by them. It's about recognizing that your feelings are valid, but they're not always helpful. They're like weather, sometimes sunny, sometimes stormy, but your journey must continue regardless of the forecast. So how do you do it? How do you keep going when everything in you wants to stop? You start with a vision, a clear, compelling reason why you began. Something bigger than comfort, something deeper than convenience. Then you add a bit of motivation. Not the kind that comes from a YouTube video, but the kind that comes from within. And finally, you build the foundation. Discipline and perseverance. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't want to. Perseverance is doing it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next, until it becomes who you are. Because success isn't a moment, it's a lifestyle. It's not a destination, it's a direction. And every step you take in that direction, especially the painful ones, counts. So don't be one of those who give up halfway. Don't be one of those who chase comfort and call it happiness. Be one of those who endure, who persist, who finish. Because when you do, you'll look back and realize the pain wasn't a punishment, it was a path. The struggle wasn't a setback, it was a setup. And the discipline wasn't a burden, it was a blessing. You'll have something perfect, not because it was easy, but because you earned it. Not because you felt like it, but because you fought for it. So yes, success is painful, but it's also powerful. And if you're willing to embrace the pain, you'll unlock the power. Thank you.